Hey guys, good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel, third video of the day. Today I'm rushing a little bit to finish this review because I've been a little bit lazy. Uh, Things were coming up, so I was supposed to finish this review like quite a while back, the whole week, but then something's always came up. So this fragrance review can be a little bit redundant for many of you because I have done this review exactly 4 months or 5 months ago, like earlier this year, something like that. And that was also not my bottle. I did it from a gift, from a sample from one of my dear brothers in Bangladesh community, Nabeel bhai. He gave me this 5 ml sample as a gift. This is MFK's Aqua Vitae Forte, and I did the review based on this. I really love the smell of this fragrance a lot. And it's one of the most classiest summer-based fragrance, which is unisex, very high-class offering from MFK. So the funny thing is, MFK House, I never have done a full-on presentation review, which is why one of my other brothers, he said he felt like, maybe I would like to do re-review of this fragrance, showing the full presentation, just so that people actually can, be benefited and see maybe perhaps the presentation is worth it, the money, because the fragrances from this house is not cheap. And I have been a fan, but I've been doing a lot of reviews on this house based on the official samples. One of my favorites always has been Petit Matin. This is one of my most favorite fragrances, and this sample I broke it. If you remember when I did the review, I broke the sample, so only the memory remains. But this line, let me tell you a few things. They're gonna be a little bit update on the smell in terms of performance, a little bit updated video. So if you really wanna rewatch this, the review, maybe you can follow. So first of all, MFK Maison Francis Kurkdjian is the house of Francis Kurkdjian, who is known for his um, huge work previously, as he worked for different companies. This is his own house, and he's mostly known for La Mal and its flankers. So his perfumes nowadays, Baccarat Rouge, Grand Soir, the Oud collection, they have a lot of collection. They have every now and then they have a lot of fragrance under the house, but they're fresher, like the line, like Universalis, Aqua Universali Forte. Some of them, like most of them, really, I found them to be not really working with me because they're supposedly safe fragrances, but they're not really. Even this one, it's not going to be loved by everybody. So let me break it down again and tell you what I feel about this fragrance. I really like this one. I have it in my hand. A Scent of the Night. It's very potent, first of all. So anyway, let me go one by one. Here is the presentation. I didn't take off the cellophane. It's still there. I will return it as it is. So it's really beautiful. Maison Francis Kurkdjian and Paris Aqua Vitae Forte. So I always say Vita Forte, pardon me, because I'm not used to saying these names a lot. So it's Aqua Vitae Forte. So the original one was Aqua Vitae, and this is a more amped up version, or rather a more stronger version and flanker of that line. And this is for unisex purpose. Comes in 70 ml. Prices around Bangladesh, I think it's about below $200, but these are the relatively cheaper ones. But the other ones like Baccarat Rouge and every other ones gonna be above $200, $250, that price range. So this is relatively cheaper. So it comes in beautiful packaging. This is solid box. Back looks like this, and there are a lot of information. So this is made in France. Here it will be written. Bottom is like this, and up there their logo is there. And another thing is, when you open it, that's how the bottle would be inside this. Very nice, beautiful presentation. So I think these are some of the highlights, that little attention to details make this perfume special. So I really like the box. I think this is very nice. You can keep the box for collection. Then they also give you some sort of leaflet or pamphlet. You can read up on this, the description and all that. So the price, as I told you, who is it for, everything. Longevity on this one, it's really impressive. For a fresh fragrance, this fragrance lasts well over 5 to 6 hours in our hot conditions. So I think overseas you're gonna get easily 6 to 7 hours like that, and both men and women can use this perfume. So this fragrance, it's known as a citrus floral perfume according to my knowledge. So here's the beautiful, most elegant part of the presentation, is this bottle. These bottles, when you see in the picture, they look really big, the 70 ml, but when you see them in real life, they're really tiny. But they're very nice, heavy glass bottles. They have this sticker in front, the name, the cap. Up there, you're gonna have their attention to details, like their logo. It's very heavy cap, but they don't click onto place, okay? And the atomizer is black and in the golden spray. Bottom you're gonna find the sticker and everything, batch code. Juice color is elegant, kind of a yellow golden kind of juice. So very heavy cap, metallic cap, very nice presentation. But one thing I'll tell you, the prices I feel, if it's worth it or not, that's another thing. But they're extremely expensive perfumes, so they are considered as luxurious fragrances. So you're paying for the house, you're paying for the presentation, you're paying for quality ingredients. That's all the things you're paying for. So it's sort of like a package they offer in every single fragrance. And what I noticed so far from their perfumes, they're very bold. They do not try to copy anyone else. They do their own thing. Francis Kurkdjian, he is a master perfumer. He does wonderful creations. He plays with a lot of notes. He does wonderful job with his creations. So this one, it's a perfume that I sniffed, and that time when I sniffed it for the first time from this, I absolutely fell in love with this because I was all in love with MFK, Baccarat Rouge, Oud Satin Mood, then Grand Soir, and a lot of these other flankers. So this perfume, initially I was like all in awe. So let's see how after 4 or 5 months, how do I feel about this after using it from the bottle. The same perfume. So first of all, the notes in this. Upon initial spray, what you get a blast of citruses, okay, which is going to disappear soon, and next stage is going to be florals. After that, you're going to get some vetiver, and I believe something like at the base there is something else like vetiver and some woody notes. I'm not quite sure. So in the opening, you get this most beautiful, posh, elegant sort of citrus blast when you sniff it for the first time. Let me spray this once again for the opening top note. Just spraying a little bit because I don't want to overdo it. It's very, very potent. Yeah, when you spray it for the first time, you would never be welcome with blast of alcohol or anything synthetic. That's the first good thing I like about Francis Kurkdjian's MFK's perfumes. Even if I like them or do not like them, that's a different thing. But the quality, it can be smelled in the blend. It is always posh. It doesn't smell like floor cleaner sort of citrus. Doesn't smell cheap. It smells like nothing else. So there is a combination of cinnamon, cardamom, with those citruses like amalfi lemon and then calibrian bergamote, notes like that. And there is also some sort of other citruses mixes with the florals. Okay. So basically it's gonna be on the opening it's pretty much unisex, but on the dry down I feel it goes a little bit feminine, you know, like the florals go a little bit feminine, and the fragrance becomes floral dominant, sort of a light aquatic, not aquatic, like a summer fragrance, very fresh bouquet of florals. Okay, so the basic florals, I forgot which florals they were, but it's pretty much like a fresh floral. So what I can tell you, the best comparison, if you can think of CK1 conceptually or Aqua Digio, I think it's back in the time, those are the masterpiece. So imagine something of those nature on a niche level. It's niche perfumery, much more polished, much more lovely, much more upper class. You can tell the quality between this one and those CK1 and ADG, but the basic framework is the same. But those fragrances are more on CK1 especially, it's more closer to this, I would say, with the florals at the heart, little bit watery effect. So this one has that watery effect in it with those florals. It doesn't get too choking, but it has good presence for a fresh fragrance. And Aqua Digio goes more on the aquatic side. This one doesn't have aquatic side. It has the florals, little bit watery aspect, and it's kind of like spicy as well. Like how to say, not really spices like pink pepper or black pepper. It's more like the the cinnamon and the cardamom, I think is causing it on the dry down. But the floral, yeah, I just remember it was ylang ylang. So the kind of florals, ylang ylang, and then also orange blossom, these two takes over in the heart. So if you like those powdery sort of kind of like, imagine kind of citrusy, watery kind of powdery kind of fragrance. It's kind of weird, but that's how this feels, but not too powdery, more on the watery side. So it's kind of like, it stays on your skin like water, but it has presence. So it's really beautifully done, very beautifully polished kind of perfume. It's good for evening wear. I would wear this for high class occasion. The doctors would absolutely love it, but do not overspray this perfume. To get the best out of it, you just go 2 sprays. That's it. You can do 1 spray here, somewhere here. That will be great. But if you just want to project a little bit more, go like one side of your hand, perhaps side of your neck. You can go maximum 3 sprays. That will be a lot, by the way. But if you're kind of a person who like to show off, go more. So this perfume, even though it's a fresh, floral sort of citrus, uplifting kind of perfume, I would say it is potent. So watch out for that application. So wear this in summer and spring, perfect time to wear it. It's a fresh, easy to wear perfume, but I think 60% towards female, 40 towards men. And overall longevity, I'll give this 8 out of 10. Very good longevity on this. And the perfume looks really classy in your collection as well. Shelf, beautiful bottles. All the bottles are pretty. Overall, this fragrance, how much I gave it last time, I don't recall, but for what it is, I will be more realistic. You know, like I love Petit Matin a lot. This fragrance is just lovely. This one also worked with me. I'll give it, I think, for this time around 9 out of 10. But as I told you, Universalis, Aqua Universalis, Universalis Forte, whatever, those line didn't work with me. Something off-putting in those fragrances. Either there's ambergris or there's some sort of aquatic notes, bitter notes. Just the blend is not just right for me. But many people love those. So this house, make sure you get a sample, like get an official sample, or try it at the bouquet, boutique. And then if you do not blind buy this fragrance, even Baccarat Rouge, anything offered from this house, just do not buy hearing that they're the best or they're the number one top seller. Do not do it. That will be my only request. Try before you buy for this house, because they're expensive and you better invest your money wisely. So that is my review for Aqua Vitae Forte. So take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for re-watching the review. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be coming back with some new reviews. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye-bye.